Ladies and gentlemen, this is Aditi Ghosh once again on InnerWorldRevealed, and this is your October 2021 personal numerology forecast. But that's not all. We are also going to look into your personal months with respect to your personal year, universal year, and the universal month. Through this, you're going to accurately understand what would be the right choices for you to make and what direction you must set for yourself right now. The entire idea is to do things or get involved in the things that align you with the incoming momentum of time. Remember that ups and downs are always going to be a part of everyone's life. Circumstances would sometimes be in your favor while other times not. But how we would react to things would always play a massive role in creating the bigger picture for us. Whether or not we are able to achieve our goals would always depend on how we have reacted to the different situations on a regular basis. And in this log, I'm going to tell you how you should act and how you should react during this month of October 2021. This is the ultimate numerology forecast and a perfect numerology remedy that I'm offering to all of you on a regular basis, absolutely for free. So avail it and step forward to change your life. And if you feel you're benefited from it, don't forget to support me back by liking and sharing my vlogs and supporting my step forward towards helping you all by creating these logs, by subscribing to my channel, and also help me reach my first 100,000 subscribers. I'm sitting at 28,000 right now, which is quite far away from 100,000. So I need your love and support to reach there. Also, don't forget to check out the 2 books written by me if you are really interested in numerology. All is One is going to be a great start for you, and that can be followed up by its Cycle of 9, which will further equip you with time alignment. Now, before I get into explaining the personal month calculations, let me first begin with how the month of October 2021 is going to turn up as a whole. And October 2021 is the universal month 6. As you can see, we are adding the month number 10 for October with the universal year 5 for 2021 to derive the universal month 6 for October 2021. And 6 is a time when basically all kinds of interpersonal relationships, that is relationships with your parents, relationship with your partner or even your business partner, relationship with your spouse, with your children, or even your brain children, or perhaps with your siblings and friends, all of this is going to come into the forefront as a whole during this universal month 6. And so this is going to be the time when we would need to look at our family members, look at their immediate needs, spend quality time with them and give them attention and care. This would be a time when needs of our children will also come into the forefront. We would need to pay attention to that also and see that they receive care and safety. As a matter of fact, I can see some developments happening in this area which will in some way trigger this area of looking into the needs of our children and watching out for their safety. I see some kind of growing concerns in this specific area. The month of September, as I had already predicted earlier, was a very positive month when growth in all the areas happened. It was indeed quite a freewheeling and fast-paced month as well. Now, as the month of October will set in, we will be reaching kind of an equilibrium of some sort when the fast pace of growth will become more gradual and balanced. As a matter of fact, this would balance and also this word harmony are going to be like the keywords for the 6 activated time, because during a 6 time it is always seen that balance is restored in all the areas which were seen to be chaotic or disbalanced during a 5 time. 6 will never allow disharmony or disbalance of any sort to exist and will reach some kind of a settlement. Sometimes settlements happen when people come together, while other times when being together becomes more chaotic, they may as well be separated so that the discord ceases to exist. So during a 6 activated time, people will be seen doing some kind of a balancing act, trying to balance all spheres of their lives, balancing their relationships and also balancing their own needs versus the needs of others, paying attention to the needs of the elderly and also to the needs of their children, business advancements and economic growth happening, but that would be tied up with growth in the family sphere as well. So 6 is about having an equivalent kind of a growth in all spheres of your life, all spheres of the world as a whole, and managing and nurturing all of them together by maintaining this balance and reaching an equilibrium. So that was my take on the universal month 6, which is coming under the universal year 5 right now. Being my viewer, I'm sure you too are very intuitive and clairvoyant. You too are no ordinary audience, rather a very mature one. So why don't you too share your take on this universal month 6? What do you think is going to happen? What are the areas that are going to be triggered? Share with me your findings. It is very interesting to read them. Now that was the forecast for the universal month of October 2021 in a nutshell, and now we would be moving on to what this is accurately going to mean for you, and for that we would need to look into your personal month numbers with respect to the universal year, universal month and also your personal year. Now most of you who watch my channel on a regular basis already know this calculation and you already know how to derive all the numbers and their durations, so you can skip the next portion by clicking on the timestamps that are provided in the description box below, and also it is provided as a pinned comment in the comment section. You have to basically click on the personal year numbers that's activated for you right now, and that is going to take you to the personal monthly forecast, which is going to provide you with an outline of all the do's and don'ts specifically for you during the month of October 2021. Now those of you who are new to my channel and watching me for the first time or are still confused about the calculations, I'm going over this once again for you quickly. So now listen carefully. So the first step is to find the attitude number, which is basically your day of birth and your month of birth added together and then reduced to a single digit. Now to find your personal year number, you need to add the universal year number to the attitude number and then again reduce it to a single digit. Reducing to a single digit is like a thumb rule which you always have to follow in Pythagorean numerology. Now to find your personal month number, you need to add your personal year number to the ongoing month number and then again reduce to a single digit. The duration of the personal year and the personal months are very important, because if you get it wrong, you get everything wrong basically. So the personal year for a specific year is going to begin from your birth date that year and last till your next birthday. The personal month is going to begin from the specific day on which you were born and last till that day in the next month. So going like this, if you were born after the month of October in a specific year, the year that you must consider for the personal year calculation should be 2020 instead of 2021. Now 2021 is basically going to be a mix of two personal year numbers for this reason for most of the people. In the same way, for most of the people, the month of October 2 is going to be a mix of two personal month numbers with the transition point falling on your birthday. And when you will follow this method, you will see that each one of you is actually going to have a unique set of experiences, certain things could be similar, but certain things would be very different because the transition point is going to vary in all the cases, in the majority of the cases. So what this means is there are no stereotypes in the forecasts that I do. We all have our own personal timing and personal cycles which are separate from any other person. Yet we are all connected to the whole through the universal year and the universal month numbers. So now that you are equipped with the personal year and the personal month numbers and also their transition points and their durations, let us begin with the personal month forecast for October 2021 for you. And let me begin with all of you who have the personal year 1 running right now. Now, depending on exactly where in the month your birthday falls, you could be either deriving the personal month 1 for yourself or the personal month 2, with the transition point basically falling on your birthday. And these personal month numbers are going to play within the premises of the personal year which is going to be on for you. The year 1 is a kind of a time for new beginnings after some kind of a massive transition from one epicycle of 9 years to another one. The way we have dashas and mahadashas in astrology, in the same way we have smaller cycles and bigger cycles in numerology. Now, the 1 time is an extremely potent time to begin upon something that you were always planning to. If you were planning to buy that house or start a new business venture, if you were planning to buy that car, begin a new course to improve upon your skills, if you were planning to start upon a new project, for all these things, the personal year 1 is like a golden time. And the personal month 1 coming within the personal year 1 makes it further potent. Right now, this is the universal year 5 running, as we know, and this is when everything is gaining pace and momentum. Development and growth can be seen to be happening in all spheres. So now all that you have to do is you have to use this momentum in your favor. You have to show confidence and take the first step and try to do it within the tenure, specifically within the tenure of the personal month 1. Try not to lose the personal month 1, because as soon as the month 2 will set in for you, you will lose the flow to some extent. Things then might seem to be slowing down a bit for you for a while only. Also, some situation can be created where some sudden decisive action may be needed from your side. Some sudden opportunity could be coming your way, or something could be suddenly happening which will place you in a bit of a fix for a while. Now, if you try to stay calm and use your quick intelligence to think through it, you will be able to turn this opportunity or whatever situation this is in your favor. As they say, opportunities may not always come in fancy packaging, and sometimes they may also come as challenges. And it is during these times only when you should think through these challenges without losing the focus on your goals. So during the personal month 2, as I said, carefully and intelligently think through things. Be accommodating and be diplomatic. Be adaptable, but do not lose the sight of your goals. Now let me come to all of you who are presently in your personal year 2. And as I have said before in my previous logs, that whenever the number 2 is activated, you begin to see both sides of the coin very clearly, and as you see them so clearly, you empathize with both and you become unable to decide upon which side to settle for. This is the time when you become more emotional as compared to before, so it is best that you halt decision making for a while and allow others to take the lead. Specifically, when the personal month 2 is activated within this year 2, you have to remember that you will have to strike a balance and bring about peaceful settlements. That's your job. When I talk about settlements, legal settlements and also financial settlements may come into the picture, which could be coming into a culmination during this personal month 2. This can also be a time of some sudden events when things may suddenly speed up and put you in some kind of a decision making position. positively looking at it, you may also get some kind of a sudden recognition for some work that you have done in the past. People might have already noticed you, so there could be some secret energies at play right now. So you should be a bit careful, you should be a bit guarded. Now, as soon as you would be transitioning into the personal month 3 within this year, the tense energy is going to subside quite a bit, and you may feel very optimistic about life. You may receive some kind of a positive feedback and also some support from people, which may encourage you to express yourself more freely. As a matter of fact, the personal month 3 is going to be one of the luckier and lighter months of the personal year 2, which can otherwise be a bit tense and be a bit too emotional. Now, as I said before, that the personal year sets the main theme, so you must not forget the theme that has been set by the personal year 2. You must remain within the premises of the personal year 2 by maintaining a basic level of secrecy and a bit of a low-key and cooperative approach. But during the personal month 3, there's no harm in freely expressing or working upon your ideas also, as long as you do not disturb the basic theme of the year or hurt anyone. Remember that luck factor is going to be more active now as compared to the other months of the year, and if you wish, you may try out your luck right now. Okay, so that brings me to all of you who are presently placed in your personal year 3, and the cycle of 3 is seen to be a very social one. Presently, the running universal year, which is 5, is also more socially active, as you already can feel. So being in the personal year 3 within that definitely means that you have a very good alignment, and the luck factor is surely playing by your side. Now, it is very important for me to tell you that this is a very lucky period for you, specifically when the personal month 3 is also on for you, because you need to feel lucky. Only when you will feel lucky, you will transmit this positive energy and appear more optimistic, and in turn attract positive energies towards yourself. During a 3 time, feel free to express your ideas and believe that they're going to be received positively. This time, this 3 time calls for creativity, expression, and sense of humor. So pay attention to these things, lighten up a bit, and allow your circle to grow now, and allow your horizons to expand. As the personal month will transition into the personal month 4, you may find a little dip in your optimism, but remember that the basic theme of the personal year 3 is still going to remain. So see this 4th time or the personal month 4 as an opportunity to do a little bit of reality check, become a bit aware and get in touch with what's happening, and also look at the basics of your life. Try to put your finances in order. See that the foundation of your life is in order. In case they are not, make necessary changes to reinforce a proper order in these areas. The changes could be as simple as cleaning up your kitchen or living room, or perhaps organizing your closets and making full use of the space that you have around yourself. These changes may appear to be very small, but they make a big difference in a person's mind. Now let me come to all of you who have the personal year 4 on right now. And the year 4 is the time when your attention is totally deviated towards organizing your life. This is the time when you feel like organizing every corner of your life, like your living area, your closets, your workspace, your finances, all of it. No area of your life goes unnoticed by you, and your organizing energy affects everything that's around you. And now with the personal month 4, within the personal year 4 is also on, definitely this organizing energy can be felt at its peak. With that, also your attention becomes deviated towards the material possessions in life. You try to secure your future by acquiring various things and by budgeting and by wisely managing your finances. As a matter of fact, it is very important to remain very grounded, to remain very practical and deal with the resources that you have very wisely during a 4 activated time, because when you will take care of your resources, they will take care of you. And this is going to be basically the main theme for the year 4, when you must create an order that you would follow for some time to come. And this is a very serious work which would need much planning and much foresight. Now, as the month would transition into the personal month 5, the seriousness is going to be subsiding quite a bit, and a time of socializing and communicating with people would set in. You will suddenly see that people are coming into your life and asking your opinion on things. Many activities may also get initiated and you may get totally involved in them. You could also be traveling a bit, or perhaps attending some functions or meeting people. As a matter of fact, this is a very good time of the year when you may schedule a meeting, as you're going to have a very strong impression on them if you do so, because your magnetism is going to be very strongly active now. So make full use of this positive energy and the charm that's going to be activated for a while, and time yourself correct naturally. Now let me come to all of you who are having the personal year 5 on right now. And the year 5 is the time of change, adventure, experiences and communication. This year can also be like a turning point in your life when many opportunities could be coming your way. You can change your life right now. The year 5 may bring many surprises as well, and specifically if you're placed in the personal month 5, you're strongly going to feel this. Things would gain a very fast momentum now, and closed paths will open up. It is for you to remain receptive and realize these opportunities when they really come to you. As they say, opportunities may not always come gift wrapped towards you. Sometimes they may also come as challenges. So be receptive and use your quick wit, use your intelligence and solve the little issues that come with it. Know that luck is by your side, so don't refrain from trying out your luck. Now, as soon as the personal month 6 will set in for you, you will experience a bit of a slowdown in the pace. Rather, I must say that the tempo would calm down a bit, the madness would calm down a bit, and things would become more gradual and manageable. Things may begin to happen more peacefully, and also for some time your attention is also going to be directed towards your home, family and relationships. There can be some changes happening in those areas, and you may see some developments and growth taking place with respect to your children or your home front, or perhaps getting involved in some kind of community projects, like for instance hosting take and donate events or having kids activity events, etc. Or perhaps you may get occupied in helping people who come to you to settle their disputes. But remember that the bigger picture or the bigger theme is of 5, and during a 5 time many may come to you, but not all are going to stay. So don't get too involved right now. Hold your guns. Okay, so now let me come to all of you who have the personal year 6 running right now, and during the 6th time your entire attention is deviated towards your home front. During this time, near and dear ones begin to demand your attention and support, and it becomes especially important for you to look into the needs of your children or whatever you consider to be your children. Also, 6 is the number of balance, so you are expected to strike an overall balance in all spheres of your life. You could be strongly feeling this trend specifically during the personal month 6. Changes in the home front could be taking place, and basically it would be very wise of you if you decide upon making some improvements in the home front or something that's related to your home at this point. it is a very favorable time for you to invest upon some home appliances that you were planning to buy, or beginning some kind of entertainment or entertaining at home, or even you can decide upon shifting your home base. In case you're considering to shift your home base, it is best if you do it during the duration of the personal month 6 only, because as soon as the time will transition into the personal month 7, you would feel some kind of a dip in your energy level. So the personal month 7 would be a time when you must relax a little, look at your health and reflect upon the decisions that you've already made during the previous months. You should refrain from initiating any big changes during the personal month 7 and improvise upon the decisions that you've already made during the past. See how they could be better polished and try to plan them better, or perhaps simply work upon improvising upon your own talents. Now let me come to all of you who have the personal year 7 running right now. And having the personal year 7 on right now means your attitude number is 2, which coincides with my attitude number, and so same pinch. Now once again, as you already know that the year 7 is the time of completion on a physical level. So many of the areas in your life that you used to be always worried about would mysteriously seem to be taking care of themselves without much of your involvement. Many of you may not find any new opportunities or any new opening coming towards you right now. You may feel very low on motivation, unable to begin upon anything or even think of beginning upon anything right now. And this is because this is the time of rest and the time of silence. You could be strongly feeling this silence, specifically during your personal month 7. Remember, you have to see it not as a challenge but as an opportunity given to you by the universe to do all the necessary thinking and planning before the storm actually arrives. You have to use this time to chalk out better plans and improvise upon yourself internally. If you lose patience and seek immediate results, you'll only frustrate yourself during this personal month 7 specifically. However, some activities may resume as soon as the personal month 8 is going to set in. Some rewards and results with positive feedback right now is going to come during the personal month 8. Also at the same time, with this positive feedback and coming up of some activities, your energy levels are also going to rise. But I'd say, come what may, keep a watch on your health. Do not overwork. Whenever you feel tired, take ample rest. Now during the personal month 8, it is also important to keep a watch on your finances. Keep a track of all the details and take care of your finances, and they'll take care of you. This brings me to all of you who have the personal year 8 running right now. And as I always say, 8 is the year when all your doubts and all your dilemmas about all your plans are going to be finally cleared. This is a time when finally the report card is going to be revealed to you, is going to be handed over to you, and you will see that some of your plans are doing really well and are gaining a lot of rewards, while others are not performing to their fullest. What you have to do is you have to make note of all the things that are working out for you right now and surrender the things that are not showing any sign of progress. You're going to get a clear sense of what's working for you and what's not working for you, specifically during the personal month 8. Now it is also possible that you could have started something during the personal year 8 or the personal month 8, which is very likely. I always advise people to start something during the personal month 8 or during an 8 activated time, and only in that case you may decide to wait out, because going logically things might take time to build up. But keep a check on your ongoing projects that were started earlier and try to gain insights or hints on what should be the right thing for you to do. You're going to get the accurate clues right now. The time of 8 always tries to push you in the right direction where you can get some real advancement and fulfillment. When you would follow the hints, you will also gain financial abundance because 8 is pushing you towards financial abundance. Do not hold yourself back from accessing it. The world of finances is ruled by 8. So never miss out on drawing the hints and taking some action during this 8 activated time. Now, as the month would transition into the personal month 9, you then have to direct yourself towards being a bit charitable and selfless. You should show compassion towards whosoever you encounter during that time, and you have to embrace a broad-minded and a very helpful approach. Try to help out the people who are in need right now during the personal month 9. You may also come across some old friends who may give you some meaningful insights. Last but not the least, during a 9 time, do not keep things pending. Try to close the deals, finish the tasks and clear the dues. So that brings me to all of you who have the personal year 9 on right now, and as you know, the personal year 9 is the time of closures and the time of letting go. And when you close the things and when you let go, you actually make space for some other things to grow and for some new things to come in. Now this trend could have been strongly felt by you specifically during the personal month 9. You might have felt this trend of letting go very strongly. Things which were very dear to you, projects which were very close to your heart, were now finally reaching kind of a culmination. With that, some people who were close to you might also have left your life, or perhaps you might have shifted jobs or relocated yourself and lost connection. All in all, it is quite likely that the experience is going to be an emotional one for you. But you see, we all have to go through it when the time comes. Today it is you, tomorrow it could be someone else. We all are timed with respect to the ongoing cycles. Now, as the personal month 9 would transition into the personal month 1, the intensely emotional tone would subside to a huge extent. You may then find yourself in some kind of a decision-making position when you might have to use your wisdom, free yourself from all the distractions, stand tall and decide. And when you will decide, be guided by the sense of selflessness, compassion and mercy for humanity. Don't base yourself or your decisions on selfish goals, as that is not going to work in your favor, especially during the personal year 9. Be compassionate towards whosoever you have an encounter with. Even if they appear to be not worthy of your compassion, show compassion and forgive them. Forgive them even if they do something unwise or act against you towards making you unpopular. Remember, you are the wise one right now, wise with the experiences of all the previous cycles from 1 to 9. So act wise, stand up and be counted. It is possible that to many of you, the personal month descriptions may not completely match with the experience of the month. I'd like to say out here that these forecasts that I'm making for you are not entirely future prediction forecasts. I'm rather equipping you with clues that will help you to create your future. When during a 6 activated time, you'll do what the number 6 demands. When during a 9 activated time, you'll do what the number 9 demands. The subsequent cycles will naturally, on their own, fall in place for you. But then, even if all things around you fall in place, there still would be good days and bad days. I hope this forecast was useful to you. If so, please don't forget to subscribe to my channel and support me. Also, when you do that, remember to hit the bell icon so that you find the notifications whenever I upload a new video. If you have liked this video, hit the like button and also share the log so that others too can benefit from the same. See you again soon. Till then, keep delving deeper and deeper into your numbers and make the most out of your numbers. Thank you so much. Bye bye.